Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS Arkansas, GMS Stop and Listen. Come with a short lesson. This reading is coming from Ecclesiastes 26th chapter, because the daughters of Israel, the Negro, Latinos, and Native American women, they're coming to it's going to be a rude awakening for them. A reality check is coming for them because they have lived luxuriously right along with Esau, okay? And they have done wickedness, man. So the Lord is coming to see them, okay? Can't forget about them as well, okay? And when you read in Ciroc, it tells you 25th chapter and 26th chapter goes in on the behavior of these women, man. And it hits it to a T. So if the shoe fit, wear it, okay? If it don't, then don't worry about it. But I guarantee you know someone who is like what these scriptures convey. You know somebody that's like this, okay? This is Ecclesiastes 7:26. It says, "An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro." Okay, he that have told of her is as though he held a scorpion. And you know what it is. If you hold a scorpion, you basically gonna get stung. So dealing with a woman, right? It's like when you go into the word yoke, it goes into a word like basically like bondage and slavery. So if you're dealing with an evil woman, it's basically like you're gonna be trapped, like you're trapped in bondage. Okay. Now, verse 8 says this: a drunken woman and a gatter abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Okay, because she gonna basically abuse herself, because they have rejected the gospel. They're not going by the law, statutes, commandments. They don't want to hear what the Lord has to say, how about Shem Shai, or his men. You don't want to hear what the men say. You don't basically want to be under the rightful order that's spoken of in 1 Corinthians 11th chapter. You want to be over the man. Because the scripture tell you in Jeremiah 31 that a new thing is going to be in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Therefore, you think that you're better than the men. You think that you're equal or better, but you're pursuing to 1 Peter the 3rd chapter, 7th verse. You're that weaker vessel, okay? You know, and this is why y'all have to be put to death, man, as well, okay? And this all comes on Esau's watch, the way he let y'all go out here and just degrade yourselves, man. You know, be disrespectful, okay? It says, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad, always in the street, always everywhere, at every party, throwing your hands up, popping bottles, okay? Being a menace, loudmouth, you know? It says causes great anger, man, you know? Hey, them ratchet women, they'll make the most calm person just lose it, man. Being around like ratchet women, man. Okay? And it says, a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. So, basically, shoot, you deal with them. They done been with some of everybody. Okay? You could take a woman who kind of like reserved, or a lesser demon, because you know they all got that demon on them. But you can take one who has her demon reserved. You know, she can have it put in her pocket. She know when to bring it out, but she don't bring it out as much as her girlfriends. But she'll have those girlfriends that are basically she'll even tell the next girl, I ain't going out with her tonight. She cool, but she a slut. Okay, won't cover their own shame. They gotta be reckless, man. Okay. You know, and they do it continually, man. All right. Let me get one. Let me see. Ciroc. This might be one here. 42. And 11, is it? I think, is it? Ciroc 42 and 11, keep such watch over a shameless daughter. So you're supposed to keep watch over them. Okay? When they growing up as young ladies, man, you got to keep watch, man. Because you let her gather abroad, it tells you that in Job, the 39th chapter, the Lord didn't impart on them wisdom and no understanding. So if they start gathering abroad with their other little friends, they start doing stupid shit. Okay? Pardon my French, but just explain it the way that you understand. You know? And shit is in the Bible. It's known as dung. Okay? Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock of thine enemies, man. You don't want to hear it on such and such, man, daughter out there laying down, taking ride, 3 or 4 getting trains pulled on them, you know, getting semen shots put all over her face. You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear nothing in the streets about your daughter being a slut, man. You know, you want to hear that she's representing your name right in righteousness, man. You don't want to hear of her being a slut, man. And that's what Esau's society, what he pushes out there in the society, that's where he pushes that the particular the women, it pushes them that way, man, because it puts out there the luxurious life, the luxury life, the fantasy life, you know, looking good life. It pushes that out there, and he knows that they have no understanding. They're gonna go to that, okay. And it says, in the byword of the city, you don't want to be known as the whore of the city, and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. You don't want to be this person, man. Okay? You do not want to be this person. You do not want to be the parent of a person like this, man. So you have to take watch over them daughters, man. Okay? Let's see. Is this another one? Let's see. I'll read this one. Now I'll go back. Ciroc 26. 26. Ciroc 26 and 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks, in her eyelids, man. You know how they look, right? If you don't watch over these careless daughters, you'll start seeing it. One of them days she'll come out, she'll have a miniskirt on and some high heels with the tinkling anklet bracelets. She'll have those eyelashes. Now the thing is, those fake eyelashes, like 4 or 5 inches long, making them look like Betty Boop. They'll come out with the tight upper blouse on and got the titties pushed up. You'll be like, damn, what's she dressing like? You already know she dressing like a prostitute, man. They'll come out the room looking like that. You got to stop them right there and make them dress in modest apparel, man. You have to start that way back. You know, that's just like training a kid. Like, if you want your kids to go to bed at a decent hour, you have to train them from when they're babies. You have to put them down. You have to have them already exercised out. Let them run, exercise out, feed them, and give them a bath before 7 and lay them down. And they have to get used to that because you're sub-programming them to be laying down and being tired at a certain time. And as they get older, it's already sub-programmed in them to go to bed at 7. So when they become 8, 9, 10, they'll be going to bed 7:30 before 8 o'clock. Man, you go over these people's house now, everybody up at 1:30 in the morning. Kids 2 years old still walking around. Everybody. TV on loud, midnight, kids still up. Some of them probably have school the next day. Okay? You have to get a control of this, man. Train up a child the way they should go, man. You know? It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly. Keep her in a position of difficulty, man. It don't matter if she get mad at you, man. If you don't let her, do what she want to do. She become grown, she could do what she want to do. And if you train her right, when she become on her own, she's already sub-programmed to be trained in righteousness and do those things. Then you stand a chance of her not being talked about in the street, right? Known in the street, okay? Least she abused herself, though, over much liberty. She abused herself if you give her too much freedom. These kids, man, they basically do what they want to do, man. And the older women supposed to show them how to cook and clean, right? To show them how to be virtuous women, good wives. They don't show them that. All they know now is how to be complainers, beggars, and sluts, man, and loudmouths, and shameless, man. They're not teaching to be shamefaced. They're teaching to be shameless. Okay. And how to please her man. They don't teach them that. A woman, basically, you don't supposed to have the liberty that a man have, man. Because we have to get out there and work and make moves and deal. It tells you're supposed to keep the house, man, and wait for your man. And if your man take you out, that's good. But your job is to keep the house, make sure everything is right for when he come there. You're supposed to let him deal. Y'all out here trying to deal and make moves and be the done da. That doesn't work, when you how about Shem Shai. Yeah, it might work in Esau's kingdom because he's wicked. He's a wicked spoken of in Malachi. Okay? It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself, though much liberty, man. And this is why the society teaches these women that they are equal to men. Society teaches that. The scripture don't tell you. The scripture tell you they're a weaker vessel. Who you gonna go? Let God be true, but what? Every man a liar, Romans 3. Okay? So we're going to roll with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's word. Verse 11, watch over an imprudent eye. Okay? It says, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. Okay? You might think your girl a lot different than the rest, man. I got a good girl. She ain't like such them. She ain't like them. Okay? So don't be surprised when you find out that she just as worse as them. Because birds of a feather, they fly alone. They gon' birds of the feather, what they say, flock together. Birds of the same feather flock together. Righteous men don't hang with unrighteous men. Righteous men deal with righteous men. Now we might have some people in the world that we know and we talk to, but for us dealing and just hanging out and sharing our valuable time that we have extra, we don't hang out. We call brothers, we deal with brothers. Brothers get with brothers, cook out, stay in that righteous mind state. Birds of a feather, they gonna flock together, man. So your woman hang with 10 ratchet women and you think you got a good one. She just know how to bring her ratchetness out. When it's time for her to pull her demon out of her pocket, she know when to do it. She know how to do it. She probably the ringleader of all the ratchet women. Got you fooled. But don't be surprised, man. She have tears rolling down your eyes, man. So you can't trust her. Okay. It says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain and drink every water near her. But every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver in every arrow. So, hey, she gonna lay down with different dudes. You be lucky to find a girl who never had a guy. When they get 30 years old, they all done had at least 10. Okay, and maybe before. I'm just giving 30. Just saying that. But a hedge, it talks about every hedge where she sit down. A hedge is basically every dude. Because you look up the word hedge, it goes in a protector. Who's a woman protector? A man. Okay? A man is a woman's protector. The word hedge, let me see here. All right, so you don't even want to bring the word up. Second one, something that provides protection or defense. Okay. What is that? Who provides protection and defense for a woman? In the beginning, it's her father. Okay. Who is what? A man. And when she leaves her father, he's giving her into another hedge, which is a protection, which is another man. So when it says that she will open every hedge which she sit down with, so she'll sit down with a man, she'll deal with a man, and let another man come along that look like he doing better than what you doing or have more that can give her a more luxurious life than you got. She gonna lay down with him. Okay, you know. It says she will open her quiver, which is symbolic of her box, her vagina to every arrow, and the arrow is what every rod. Okay, so that's why you have 5 or 6 kids with 5 baby daddies, and that's why disease is rampant, because you're dealing with different men. You're taking in different semens, which all being up in you being toxic. You're taking on different DNAs from different men. This is why you see all these women with these attitudes, man. Yeah, because she's been tagged with different characters from different men, man. You know, if you see a woman that's been cool all her life, she's just been super cool. She probably had a super cool guy. If she dealt with him only, when he was putting his rod in, he was tagging her with his character. Then you'll jump over here, super cool, and then somebody be like, man, she was going with such and such, and then she just broke up with him, started dating a dope dealer. Now you're gonna take on the dope dealer mentality, the killer mentality, the street mentality. Now you're all messed up. You know. So it says, read that again. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain and a drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open up a quiver against every arrow, man. And Esau spearheads this, man. You know, he's spearheading this, man. It's his society. Ain't no balance here. So, hey, guess what? The daughters of Zion, they're out of control, man. You know, he brought it in. He started back in the 30s and the 40s when he brought in that women's liberation. You know, he brought the lesbian movement in there. You know, telling women, live your life. You know, it's okay to date and figure out it's okay to date and date around to see who you really want, to pick the right apple out the right tree. But they didn't screw like 5 men to trying to find the right one. So now they didn't turn you to an adulterous woman. Ain't gonna be no right one for you. Okay? Abortions. You know, Planned Parenthood. It makes you, Esau made you so-called daughters of Zion, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, mainly tribe of Judah. He has made you the #1 murderers on the planet. Teach you to be a whore, have 3 or 4 men, get pregnant, and then go have an abortion. There's been, this year alone in the world, 10 million. I don't even know how many of them coming from Judah. It's been 10 million abortions already in this world this year so far. I don't know how many of them came, just said a word. I don't know how many of them came from the tribe of Israel. I'm pretty sure the number is high. Okay. So like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes 7, out of 1,000 men, he found 1 righteous man. Out of 1,000, he found no women. Okay, that's why you can't let them get abroad. You got to stay watchful. Don't let them grow up being shameless, man. You teach them to be shamefaced. No matter if you got to make that straight difficult for them, no matter how they like it or not. Because you are men of the Lord, you understand. You have the understanding. They don't. So I just hope this lesson was edifying. You know, continuing on from the lesson that I did through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai on the streets a couple of days ago. Hope it was edifying to the elect. Okay. And all praise, honor, and glory be to the Heavenly Father and Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. GMS Arkansas, GMS stop and listen to the next time I say Shalom.